Welcome back for another week of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. We appreciate all you crime fighters joining us each week and helping us catch some bad guys. I'm your host, Chris Wright, and my guest host this week, Katina Houston Stroud from Family Links. Good to see you, Katina.
Oh, it's good to be here.
We'll have another parenting tip later on in the show, right?
Whatever the viewers want to see, I'm going to give it to them. So, yeah, we'll have more.
All right. We appreciate those. You know, parenting is tough. You know, it's not easy. We do need a little bit of help here and there. Even the good parents need a few ideas, because once those kids start growing up, you find out all the plans you had don't necessarily go the way you thought.
We're not given a handbook with our kids, and I tell the parents all the time, or even when people ask me about the parenting tips, a lot of them are loosely based on what's going on in my own household. So as I'm teaching, I'm learning what to do with my own kids.
But we're not going to talk specifics on what led to that.
No. My husband might kill me for that. So
well, let's talk a little bit of specifics about the arrests that we've had this week, thanks to our viewers.
Yeah, we want to thank you, viewers, for continuing to assist with arrest, and our current numbers are, we've increased 3 since last week, taking us to a total of 3,529 arrests as of today, November the 3rd.
So very good. We appreciate that. Never have we had a week where our viewers did not help us with at least one arrest, so that is a great record. We've been doing this for over 11 years, and we appreciate all of your help. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the first half of this week's lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Your word is rigmarole.
Can you define it?
A long, complicated, and annoying process.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The last time I tried to buy a car, I just got a big load of rigmarole.
Well, you should have gone to Jacksonville Auto Sales.
Jacksonville Auto Sales across from Walmart in Jacksonville, or find us on the web at jascars.com. Remember, Jacksonville Auto Sales, home of the no rigmarole deal.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a rich like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost. But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
The Ford brand has always brought you impressive style and legendary quality, and Sonny King Ford brings you the lowest price and the largest inventory, new or pre-owned. The new 2015 F-150 gets the best gas mileage of any truck without giving up its powerful towing capacity. The iconic new 2015 Mustang, with its classic pony car looks and hunkered down stance, preserves a legacy that defines American motoring. For over 93 years, Sonny King Ford, for the best cars and best price.
Hi, I'm Katina Houston Stroud with Family Links, and this is the Family Tip of the Week. Even though your children are young, they know exactly how to get your attention. When they want a popsicle before dinner, they will whine and hang onto your pants leg while you cook and continue until you cave in. Of course, by that point, you're willing to do anything to make them stop. Or when your child wants to watch a video, even though they're told no numerous times, they will scream until they eventually get their way. Why do young children seek attention in ways that can be so annoying? And why do we as parents give in? First, it's important to know that such attention-seeking behavior, whining, crying, screaming, is a perfectly normal part of a young child's development. Children in the 3 to 7-year-old age range are simply not able to rank their needs and wants in an organized manner and then articulate them. So for them, the easiest method of communicating is to engage in attention-seeking behavior, usually loud and frequently. There are many reasons kids seek attention. However, the key isn't so much about figuring why your child is acting this way as much as learning how to respond when they do. First, learn to ignore. This is not to say that you should always ignore every aspect of your child's attention-seeking behavior, but it's okay to tell your child that whining will not get them what they want and that you will speak to them when they can speak calmly. Second, be consistent. The biggest hurdle parents face in stopping attention-seeking behavior stems from not consistently enforcing the consequences when their child acts out. Too often, parents give in because they're tired, frustrated, or just want their child to be quiet. Be consistent if you've set rules and consequences for negative behavior. And lastly, make sure you're giving your child attention. This doesn't mean meeting all of your child's demands at every turn, but rather being mindful of engaging with them in a consistent and loving manner each day. This can come in the form of quality playtime, reading together, eating family meals, and talking about your day, doing homework or school activities with them, and having a consistent bedtime routine. Each day will be different in terms of how much attention you can give your child. Your own busy schedule will dictate how much you can spend, so be realistic about what you're capable of giving. No one wins if you berate yourself for not fitting everything in, so be sure to practice some self-kindness. And remember, your child is taking mental notes each time you give in to their demands. This fuels them for the next time they want something, and they will double their attention-seeking efforts to get it. You will have to be firm and consistent to change the behavior. For more parenting tips, please call Family Links at 256-820-5911.
Let's get started with this week's lineup of bad guys here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Up first, we got Gregory Hubbard from Anniston, wanted for a probation violation, first-degree robbery. Scarlett Adams of Weaver is wanted on bond revocation for theft of property, first degree, use and possession of drug paraphernalia, possession and receipt of a controlled substance, and breaking and entering an automobile. Shirley Mosley of Ohatchee is wanted for failure to appear for use and possession of drug paraphernalia, possession and receipt of a controlled substance. Gregory Sansing of Oxford, wanted on a probation violation for first-degree possession of a forged instrument. Trey Anderson of Atlanta, Georgia, wanted in Calhoun County on a probation violation for first-degree possession of a forged instrument. Justin Dill of Oxford is wanted for passing bad checks. And Jennifer Tillery of Anniston wanted for failure to appear for use and possession of drug paraphernalia. We'll have the second half of the lineup coming up in just a few minutes. If you have any information about these individuals, please call Calhoun County Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414. All right, we are back, and we will have some more crime fighting for you to do here in just a few minutes. But Katina, this is part of the show where sometimes you've been on this part of it as a guest, but
yes.
Now you're sitting here as a co-host.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but I feel very important today.
Good. You should. All right. Yeah. And our guests today are from All Saints Center of Concern. Kim Johnson is the director, and Matthew here is a big part of the fundraising effort here. So good to have you guys on here. Matthew Tyson.
Thank you.
All right. So Kim, right now, I don't know if you've got time to be with us because you've got to be very busy getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know that's a huge time for the Center of Concern.
It is. We provide direct relief assistance, food, clothing, utility, prescription, and rent assistance to those in crisis. And something that we're very passionate about is being able to distribute Thanksgiving meals to families in need in our area. We take referrals from different social service agencies and churches within the area, and then we help those families the Friday before Thanksgiving. So yes, it is a busy time for us.
Now, are you providing a meal for them to eat on that Friday before Thanksgiving, or are you giving them food that they can prepare for Thanksgiving Day? How does that work?
We give them non-perishable items and a voucher to purchase their perishable items. And we do this through the support of several departments at BAE have gotten together and helped us raise the actual goods for the non-perishable items, and then we work with Dorsey Supermarket as well locally to be able to provide the vouchers.
And Katina, I know you appreciate the aspect there that allows these people to have their own Thanksgiving with their family and their home. It's great to have these places that you can go and somebody's going to serve you on Thanksgiving Day, but it's even more special when you can have Thanksgiving at your home.
Family, absolutely, and because we work in a similar with similar populations, we're all about family. So that just touches my heart to hear that families are able, because that's a big concern for a parent. You know, are we going to be able to feed the kids? Are we going to be able to have a Thanksgiving meal on Thanksgiving? So that's an awesome thing.
So tell us, obviously that's what's going on for Thanksgiving, but throughout the year, what are people coming in to talk to you about? How are you able to help them?
Well, we exist as a ministry of Catholic social services, but we began because we saw a need. A small group of nuns in the Anniston area in the early 1950s began responding to needs of those who were in crisis. They needed help with prescriptions and rent, utility, and then actual things such as food, clothing, and hygiene items. And we've now come to expand our services to look more at the social service aspect of what our organization can offer. So recently we have begun offering a grief process group weekly for our community. We also began collaborating with the Cooperative Extension Office and began offering monthly nutrition education classes to our clients. But these folks come from physician referrals, mental health center referrals, caseworkers, and other agencies, and they come to us, and we really just look at the individual situation and respond to their needs the best way we can.
It's got to be difficult trying to look at each family or each individual coming in there and coming in with a fresh mind, say, okay, what can we do and how can we help them?
It is. It can be the most rewarding and frustrating part of our jobs because they come in many times with overwhelming situations. They are overwhelmed, we become overwhelmed with them, and we have to break it down into, okay, what can we do to help? How can we reach out to other organizations on their behalf? We really become an advocate for the client and try to mentor them through that process. But you know, we serve the poor, but many times people forget that we see people who are spiritually and emotionally poor, not just, you know, reaching out to the physical aspects of what their needs are. So that's important to us as well, and important to me. I'm a licensed counselor, and that's a passion for me. So.
How do you turn it off when you go home, or
no.
is it?
I don't think it's possible. So you could ask my husband. There are many times I lie awake at night, and so it's very difficult to turn off.
Does he have to probably put into his day? Okay, I'm going to plan on 45 minutes an hour and 15
right.
or whatever for Kim to tell me about all the people that she met today.
Right. Well, I have 3 little boys, so they help distract my attention at least while they're awake before bedtime. So. But it's very rewarding. Yeah.
All right. And we've got a fun event coming up that's going to be benefiting the Center of Concern to help you continue doing all that great work. And Matthew's here to talk about that.
Yes.
And so you actually brought a trophy with you today, is that right? Are we going to get to see that in a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
all right, because I love trophies.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever brought a trophy on this. I've been doing this show for over 11 years. Nobody's ever brought me a trophy before.
Oh, that's sad.
It is for me, right?
This is a pretty nice trophy.
Now, the trophy will be for the winner of the Red versus Blue Hoops competition here. Red referring to police,
fire
blue,
department.
Fire department, blue for the police. Yes. So obviously, this being a law enforcement show, we're on the blue side.
Okay.
But no, we're not going to take sides. We want this to be a successful event. Mm-hmm. We need to take a break, and we're going to find out all about it when we come back here on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
The Ford brand has always brought you impressive style and legendary quality, and Sonny King Ford brings you the lowest price and the largest inventory, new or pre-owned. The new 2015 F-150 gets the best gas mileage of any truck without giving up its powerful towing capacity. The iconic new 2015 Mustang, with its classic pony car looks and hunkered down stance, preserves a legacy that defines American motoring. For over 93 years, Sonny King Ford, for the best cars and best price.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a wretch like me.
I once was.
Homeless,
Broken. Sad.
just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Your word is rigmarole.
Can you define it?
A long, complicated, and annoying process.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The last time I tried to buy a car, I just got a big load of rigmarole.
Well, you should have gone to Jacksonville Auto Sales.
Jacksonville Auto Sales across from Walmart in Jacksonville, or find us on the web at jascars.com. Remember, Jacksonville Auto Sales, home of the no rigmarole deal.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to wash my camo so I'm ready for hunting season.
Get that stuff out of my washer. You should take it to a laundromat.
There isn't any good laundries around here.
Sure there is. Washington Aniston Coin Laundry on Quintard across from Walgreens and beside the Social Security office.
They have a washer that can handle a real man's jacket?
They have the biggest washers and dryers around, and you can get all your stuff finished within an hour.
Awesome. I'm headed to Washington Aniston Coin Laundry at 829 Quintard, and then I can take the rest of the day to get my other gear ready.
Or maybe you can finish the yard work.
Yeah, right after I sight my bow.
More than half of kids 12 to 17 years old have personal web pages, videos, or blogs. It's called social networking. As a parent, you should be monitoring your child's web pages. Find out the name of their site and go to it at least 3 times a week. Check for inappropriate material, for pictures, comments, and messages. Make sure your child doesn't post their personal information. Software is available to help you monitor your child's internet use. I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Amerson. For more information, log on to our website or call the number on your screen.
And now the second half of this week's lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Stephen Prince of Jacksonville wanted for passing bad checks. Philip Stevens of Oxford wanted on a probation revocation for use and possession of drug paraphernalia. Lisa Riley from Anniston wanted for failure to appear for passing bad checks. Anna Cunningham of Oxford wanted for failure to appear for obstructing justice using a false ID. Trevorius Fowler of Talladega wanted for harassing communications. Nicholas Wilson of Anniston wanted for failure to pay for first-degree possession of marijuana. If you have any information about these individuals, please contact Calhoun County Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414. They want your information, not your name, and you could get a cash reward of up to $1,000. Here it is, the trophy we were talking about. The Anniston Fire Department and the Anniston Police Department are going to be doing a charity hoops competition for the All Saints Center of Concern. Matthew Tyson holding the trophy very carefully because that's a really nice trophy. Be careful with that.
It is. We're really happy to have this. It's like I said, the supply room donated it for us, engraved it for us, and so we're really thankful to them for putting that together for us. And I mean, it's nice. It's
a great
really
local
nice
business that does things for largely the military, but some other things as well, obviously. Absolutely. Very cool. So the Anniston Fire Department or the Anniston Police Department is going to be taking that back to their office and putting it up on the shelf and holding on to it for at least a year. So that'll be a lot of fun. Tell us, when's the basketball game going to be?
It's going to be this Sunday, November 8th. The doors are going to open at 1:30 p.m. The game starts at 2:30 p.m. And whenever that's over, probably around 4:30, 5:30 in that afternoon. So it's going to be over at the Aquatic and Fitness Center on Fort McClellan. Admission $5 to get in, so it should be fun for everybody to come out and have a good time.
And everybody loves the kids love the firemen and the policemen, so you can see them and continue. That's really actually a good idea. Bring your kids out to see that the police and the firemen are real people.
Right, and friendly. You know, it's sad that now, unfortunately, because of what's going on in society, kids are more afraid of police officers than they should be. Like, they're here to protect, and the fire department's here to protect and to help us. And so I think that's a good way to get your kids to see that they're just human beings that really can or cannot play basketball.
We'll find out. So many of the problems that we have in society is when we dehumanize each other, and we don't see each other as an individual person that has all the same needs and desires that we have, and we look at them in different classifications, or just do everything that we can to not see them as equals. It's sometimes easier that way for us to not look at each individual, but you obviously, Kim, have to do that as the director of the All Saints Center of Concern. You've got to be able to see each individual as a person. We all do, but
right.
especially you.
Right, exactly. And you know, it's important for them to see that it takes a large effort, and it takes effort of everyone coming together to support the needs. We all are called to serve those who aren't able to help themselves, and so that's something that I really think is important for the kids, like she was speaking about with the police and the fire department, but seeing them work together, even though they're on separate teams, but we're all coming together for a greater cause.
All right, so Matthew, have we got a scouting report on any of the players?
Actually, no. They're putting their teams together. I'm actually not 100% sure who's going to be playing, but I know that both departments are very, very, very excited about it. They've both told me about how excited they are to be a part of this event. And I mean, when we contacted them to be a part of it, they both jumped at the opportunity really quickly. So there's a lot of enthusiasm surrounding the event. We're excited about that.
Enthusiasm is going to be one word, but I know some firefighters and plenty of people in law enforcement. I know you do as well, Katina. Competitive, maybe?
Right.
Just a little bit towards each other?
A little bit, yeah.
They're competitive kinds of people anyway, but when you talk about fire versus police, they really are going to want to win this game. Have you got some good officials?
We do, actually. Yeah, we do. We have some officials from in town who have actually decided to donate their time.
Awesome.
And we're really excited about that.
They need to know how to blow that whistle, because this is not going, it's going to be a friendly game, but it's not going to be a friendly game. There will be some blood spilled in the aquatic center, probably. I'm joking, but I'm not. They are going. If you are thinking that you're going to go and see this game and it's just going to be a bunch of people, oh yeah, pass around, having fun. Yeah, let's sub out. Give everybody equal play. No, when the game is on the line, they're going to have the best players in. They're going to be fouling. They are going to be sweating, and they are going to be doing everything they can to win this game.
It'll be an exciting game then.
Yeah, it will be.
And the winning team will get bragging rights, and we're hoping that'll be motivation then for them to come back the following year and us make this an annual event.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And they got plenty of people to choose from in both of those departments as well. All right, so that's going to be this Sunday at the Anniston Aquatic and Fitness Center. At what time did you say it's going to start?
The doors open at 1:30, and then the game will start at 2:30.
All right, and $5 admission for everybody. And do we have any information about this online?
There is a Facebook event. You can find that through the Center of Concerns Facebook page. And that has most of the information. There's flyers all over town too.
And speaking of that, we need to mention as well, we've got some sponsors that are helping to make it happen. We've got this is definitely not a complete list of the sponsors, but these are some of the top sponsors that have contributed a lot to make this happen, right, Kim?
Yes.
And no way we could do it without them.
Exactly. M&H Valve actually exceeded, our highest level was coaches sponsorship. That was a $500 sponsorship. And when we approached M&H Valve, they decided to double that.
Wow.
And so we created a category for M&H Valve. But we really appreciate all of our sponsors and community support, because we couldn't do this without the support of the community.
All right. Well, Sunday's the day. Rain or shine. It's supposed to be a sunny day, I think, on Sunday. But whether it's rain or shine, this is indoor, so everything will be good.
Be there.
And we hope that everybody will be out there and pack out the Anniston Aquatic and Fitness Center for the red versus blue hoops competition for the All Saints Center of Concern. Kim and Matthew, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we're going to come back and we will have the Crime Stoppers segment of the show and our crazy criminal on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to wash my camo so I'm ready for hunting season.
Get that stuff out of my washer. You should take it to a laundromat.
There isn't any good laundries around here.
Sure there is. Washington Anniston Coin Laundry on Quintard across from Walgreens and beside the Social Security office.
They have a washer that can handle a real man's jacket?
They have the biggest washers and dryers around, and you can get all your stuff finished within an hour.
Awesome. I'm headed to Washington Anniston Coin Laundry at 829 Quintard, and then I can take the rest of the day to get my other gear ready.
Or maybe you can finish the yard work.
Yeah, right after I sight my bow.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
The Ford brand has always brought you impressive style and legendary quality, and Sonny King Ford brings you the lowest price and the largest inventory, new or pre-owned. The new 2015 F-150 gets the best gas mileage of any truck without giving up its powerful towing capacity. The iconic new 2015 Mustang, with its classic pony car looks and hunkered down stance, preserves a legacy that defines American motoring. For over 93 years, Sonny King Ford, for the best cars and best price.
Your word is rigmarole.
Can you define it?
A long, complicated, and annoying process.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The last time I tried to buy a car, I just got a big load of rigmarole.
Well, you should have gone to Jacksonville Auto Sales.
Jacksonville Auto Sales across from Walmart in Jacksonville, or find us on the web at jascars.com. Remember, Jacksonville Auto Sales, home of the no rigmarole deal.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was.
Homeless,
Broken. Sad.
just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Now it's time for the Crime Stoppers portion of the show. First up, October 18th and October 24th, sometime in that period, a Kubota zero-turn mower and a single-axle 6-foot by 12-foot green utility trailer were stolen from a residence on Old Downing Mill Road in Anniston. Also on Old Downing Mill Road in Anniston on October 26th, an air compressor and hedge clippers were stolen from this residence. Again on October 26th, an Outback utility trailer was stolen from a business located on Highway 431 in Alexandria. You see the video surveillance tape here. A white, possibly Suburban or Yukon, occupied by at least 3 suspects, is seen here stealing the trailer. Between October 27th and October 30th, a battery charger and some power tools were stolen from a residence on Highway 9 in Anniston. On October 30th, a residence on Berry Street in Oxford was broken into. Damage was caused to the residence, but nothing has been reported stolen at this time. On Halloween, a set of Mizuno golf clubs, irons, and a tailor-made burner golf driver was stolen from a residence on Clara Day Drive in Alexandria. Witnesses observed a white male driving a white Volkswagen Beetle, stealing the golf clubs from the victim's garage. Witnesses stated that the Volkswagen had a handicap tag. Between October 6th and October 27th, the residence on Jesse Woodrow Drive in Piedmont was broken into. Copper wiring was stolen from the air conditioner unit. If you have any information about these cases, please contact Calhoun County Crime Stoppers. They want your information, not your name, and you could get a cash reward of up to $1,000. The number to call is 256-238-1414.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
All right, time for our crazy criminal of the week. Okay, Katina, we don't actually positively know exactly what happened in this case, but we're able to put some pieces of the puzzle together to what we think happened.
Okay.
We do know that the zoo was closed.
Okay.
We do know that the lady that was in there was inebriated. She had been enjoying some alcohol.
Okay.
And we do know that she was beside the lion enclosure, and we know that her hand was bleeding.
Oh my goodness.
Police believe that the lady got drunk and broke into the zoo so that she could pet a large cat.
Oh my goodness. Just say no to drugs and alcohol. Just say no. Oh my goodness.
The good news is she survived.
Yes, right.
But she did have to seek some medical attention, and
wow.
She had an escort to where she was able to receive that attention.
Wow.
No. The zoo is not a place to be when they're closed. If they're closed, they are closed. Stay out, okay?
Right.
And that's true of most places, but especially the zoo, and especially if you don't know what you're doing, or if you are abusing alcohol.
Wow.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. If you missed the first part of the show and you want to see the lineup that you missed, you can watch this show on demand at tv24.tv, and we'll also have some videos up on the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office Facebook page to show the lineup and the unsolved crimes for this week. We do that every week. We thank you for joining us. We'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.